how I made 360,000 net profit for my company in 1 year. And from the strangest business in the world, I went through outrageous nonsense and learned some really cool things that I'll share with you. The story starts back in 2015 when I was 18 and betting on matches in the local betting shop. I was playing accumulator bets. Naturally, like everyone who plays big slips with many matches, almost always one bet would let me down and I rarely won. I started reading on the internet about how you could make money from sports betting, and I came across some interesting articles about arbitrage and value betting. I read everything about these strategies and started applying them to my betting. I stopped with the silly accumulators bets and played only single matches. Little by little, I began to make a profit. And maybe a year after, I started finding information myself to make bets. The bookmakers began banning me. They ban all winning players. They simply don't let you make money at their expense. If you lose, they let you play, but if you win, at some point they catch you and throw you out. That's when I realized that if I wanted to support myself from betting, I would have to constantly get accounts from friends where I could place my bets. I had already started developing my brand on social media where I shared my predictions, and it was going really well because the competition in betting is very small and the problem people have in this field is obvious. Here's a good business lesson. On one side we have a problem for customers because 90% of them lose. On the other side we have weak competition from scammers selling fixed matches and similar nonsense, and 99% of them don't even have a website, let alone statistics, client reviews and so on. And in field where people have a problem and you have no competition, you can break through quickly. So from the rapid growth of betting on social media, I realized that it's better to organize a team and develop a sports prediction company than to bet just for myself. That way I would earn more money and help people, a win-win situation. While I was thinking this, Facebook deleted my page with 40,000 followers. Shock. I made another page and after a few months it was deleted again. And what happened? Bet365 chased me away because I was winning, and Facebook chased me away because I was advertising gambling. So what did I do? I left betting. Back then in 2016 I was into hookahs and I started a hookah catering company. In short, I made deals with venues in Sofia to go 50-50, meaning I would sell hookahs to customers with a team and tobacco at my expense and from them the place, and I would give them 50% of the takings. We went around all possible venues offering to bring in hookahs, but we were getting turned down constantly. But out of 200 times, you still get a few hits. And less than a year later, we were offering hookahs in 7-8 venues in the capital of Bulgaria. By the way, we developed the hookah service in these venues using flyers. We sent pretty girls to hand out flyers at the universities, and that's how people found out they could smoke at these places. But one fine day, when my partner and I were yet again that summer in Sunny Beach chasing Common, I got a call from one of the venues telling me, "Come collect your stuff and get out." It turned out the guy who was supposed to prepare the hookahs got sick and didn't show up, and they were furious. Little by little, because we didn't know how to run a business and were making all kinds of mistakes, we were decided to close down. If I had known what a boom hookahs would be now, I wouldn't have stopped at all. So right after that, I went back to betting, but I decided there was no point in developing social media pages that would be deleted. It was better to develop a website on Google. I checked the competition in Google and saw that all the sites were affiliate partners of bookmakers, meaning that they made about 30% from the losses of people who registered to their link. I told myself that our business model was much better for people. We were against the bookmakers, and with us, a person would win and choose us over other sites. In short, subscription business versus affiliate partners. The problem was they had a much bigger budget and it was hard to beat them. But I did it. I took first place on Google after some time, and the site was getting and still gets nearly 100,000 visits per month. I returned to social media with an already established site, and this time my goal was to grow an Instagram page and to show our faces to people because scammers were everywhere. And it worked quite well. We generated thousands of views, now millions, and taught many people how to make money from betting themselves. And regarding clients, the interesting thing was, and still is, that almost all are very happy and win. But the reason they stop renewing their subscription at some point is always the same: limits from the bookmakers. Some clients quit after 3-4 months because they get tired of finding and using friends' accounts. Others enjoy the extra income of around £2,000 per month and keep doing it. And so to reach more people, we started expanding all channels: SEO, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok and X. The problem in our field is that we can't run paid ads. To run them on Google and Facebook, we have to be authorized partners, and to become that, we need a gambling license like Bet365 and other bookmakers. And since we are not bookmakers, we can't get a license. So we rely only on organic content without paying for ads. And that makes the game harder because we have to create super interesting content on social media so it reaches people on its own. I expected that we would be making big turnover and profits much earlier because people really like the service, but sadly, because of so many scammers, people are scared and slow to trust. Last year, my predictions company made 600,000 turnover with 360,000 net profit, which shows we are on the right path. The subscription business is told because you have to keep people constantly with new things and top service, but the goals for this and next year are 7 figures. While developing this company, I've tried many other things, from a sports bar to insurance. But my mission is to help tens of thousands of people every month to make money from betting, and everything keeps bringing my focus back to this business. I don't like the way bookmakers and casinos make people addicted, and I will always fight against that and be on the other side. My goal is for us to be the biggest multi-million sports prediction company in the world, and when it comes out to profit from betting, for us to be the main name everyone thinks of. The lesson you can take is that you can make money from anything as long as you have a clear big advantage over the competition and your clients realize they have a problem. The money comes the moment more of people with the problem find about your business.